Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Earth, Ernest P. Worrell here, and today I just want to say first off, how I got to be holded up at the shooter, because unlike all the other dolls, I was never made to stand without having a stand. Now, that's not the grounds of this film. Today's grounds of this film happens to be on the whole thing about me being Sailor Earth and what is it a good thing or a bad thing. Now, back in the day when I became Sailor Earth, and there are sundriest Sailor Earths out there. If you put in Sailor Earth on YouTube or whatever, you're going to come up with sundriest films, a lot of them uploads, some of them shorts, some of them live streams, and everyone is going to have their take on Sailor Earth. A lot of them are going to be women because everyone likes to uphold the supposed Naiko Takaguchi oversight that only women can be Sailor Keepers or Sailor Fighters. Now, when I became Sailor Earth in 2009 YL, well, the truth was I became Sailor Earth in 2008 YL, I didn't have this doll of me. So mostly it was just likenesses that I got from sundriest, websites on Google, Yahoo, or Bing. And that was about it. And then there were some drawings. Now, a lot of folks were happy with me being Sailor Earth. You had Michael Alagi 86, which is no longer around anymore. You had Nick 21, I guess 2525. I don't know if that was his name or not. Also known as the Asteroid Outlaw. He's no longer around anymore. And you also had other folks like Megan Puss Smucker, which she's still around, but she's not on her fairway as much as she once was. You had other folks like Omen Boy and many other folks that were open-minded to, and also don't forget about codename Sailor Earth, or what is it? Step name Sailor Earth. So anyway, but that doesn't mean to say there weren't folks out there who were against me being Sailor Earth. Because at the end of the day, there were folks who were against me being Sailor Earth. One of them happened to be the Sailor Moon fan dubber, or whatever, Sailor Moon lover speaker. And she started this whole gatekeeping thing about how, one, I couldn't make any films talking about why I liked, the Deke and Cloverway Sailor Moon. Now, she liked the Toei one, and that was all right. But I couldn't say anything bad. I couldn't talk about how I liked the Deke one or I liked the Cloverway one, or she would get all irked at me and say, "Oh, do you want me to unfollow you?" Like that was some kind of threat, like, "Oh, no. Welcome, don't unfollow me. Jeez. That's like the worstest thing you can do to someone on the interweb." So, and then she makes this rant film talking about how I was slighting Naiko Takaguchi over me, Ernest P. Worrell, being Sailor Earth, as somehow that was a slight to Naoko Takaguchi, which I don't know how the hell that would be a slight, but that's what she believed. Well, don't worry about her. She's no longer on YouTube anymore, U-Side anymore. Her fairway still is, but she hasn't uploaded anything in years. So yeah, there was a lot. That was the gatekeeping of me being Sailor Earth. Now, some folks out there might say, "Oh, well, Naoko Takaguchi or Takaguchi, however you say her kin name, you would say, oh, well, you do know that that there is no Sailor Earth, that Darien, Tuxedo Max, Black Tie Hyde, Aldeling Endymion, Aldeling Darien, King Endymion, or King Darien, whatever you want to call him, oh, he takes the stead of Sailor Earth because he was the Aldeling of the Earth in the past. Yeah, in the Sailor Moon films and books and plays and shows and film games, yeah, that's true. But in lovers' writings or tales or sagas, whatever you want to call them, that's not so true. And they're going to bring up about how only women can be sailor keepers or sailor, fighters. Now, I can't seek any truth anywhere to Nako Takaguchi coming up with that oversight. A lot of folks say, oh, she did say it. Well, that's funny because everywhere you look on the interweb, you can't seek her ever saying it. So I'd like to know what someone would think. So I would like to know what someone would say about, like what someone would say. Oh, well, if you can't seek it anywhere on the interweb, then there's probably be no truth to it. And she need be never said it. But anyway, I like being Sailor Earth. I don't think there's anything wrong with me being Sailor Earth. At the end of the day, I think it's cool that I'm Sailor Earth. And if you think that I'm the first man to ever be a sailor fighter or sailor keeper, you would be wrong. You see, before that and Sailor Stars, you had Sailor Star Healer, Sailor Star Maker, Sailor Star Fighter, Dustin, Jordan, and Jill. You had Dustin, Jordan, and Jillian. And they kind of opened up that door for men sailor fighters. And I know some folks are going to say, oh, well, they were men, and when they shapeshift, they became women. Yeah. But yeah, you can't say that they were not the first men sailor fighters. And then you have Snoop Dogg, Calvin Kylor, who is also Sailor Sun, but that's a whole film for a whole nother day. You see, at the end of the day, that was the only time that I ever had to deal with gatekeeping in the Sailor Moon followership. So anyway, I'm just talking about, the bind, the gatekeeping, and some of the other things that happened to me, being Sailor Earth. If you like this film, follow me over here at the Sailor Moon follow me over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the other film we made early this morning when Sailor Mini Moon or Little Moon or Small Moon, sorry for these burps, made her film. Marini made her film. Like and playlist this film, share this film, and also hit the ringer when you want to be known when other uploads and live streams and shorts are uploaded. I, Sailor Earth, Ernest or Ernest P. Worrell, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Farewell. Know what I mean?